Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to the Leafies. Thank you very much for being here. These awards celebrate the astonishing diversity of crafted teas from every tea-producing region in the world, now including Hawaii, Scotland, and Ukraine. We're thrilled to launch this initiative with our friends at Fortnum Mason and our sponsors, Marco and Britta. So my name is Jennifer Wood, co-founder of Canton Tea and the UK Tea Academy. Setting up the Leafies was a natural next step to celebrate the thousands of beautiful teas we've tasted over the years and to promote the dedicated tea farmers and makers. I want to thank everyone who submitted their teas. Every tea was brewed according to the producer's instructions. All tastings were blind and scored according to strict and consistent criteria. It was an exacting and rigorous process, which means all our winners can feel very proud that their teas really are among the best in the world. I also want to thank our judges for their professionalism. They are all world-class experts. Most of them are UK Tea Academy tutors, and their knowledge and integrity is at the heart of the Leafies. I'd like to name check each one of them. We had Tim Doffey, founder of Postcard Teas London, who sadly can't be here today, but I believe his wife is. Ottilie Cunningham, tea buyer at Fortnum Mason. Jan Doscanu, head of tea at the Ritz, who sadly can't be here either. Julian Webster, founder of the Chinese Tea Company London. Sam Kimmins, professional tea buyer for a global corporation. And Asako Stewart, Japanese tea ambassador and founder of Tea Academy Japan. Saranga Pereira, Sri Lankan tea professional, and Dr. Chow Jean Lin, founder of Taiwanese tea company Maryland Tea. And of course our own Jane Pettigrew, known to most of you, BEM, tea writer, educator, co-founder and director of studies at the UK Tea Academy. So it's quite the stellar lineup. So also we have special thanks to our amazing brew team, Rai Ishigaki and Mrs. Atsuko Tucker, who delivered nearly 300 precisely brewed teas on time and on point. I just have a personal note to thank the Frameworks for all their branding activity for the Leafies and for using their beautiful studio to do the judging. And my team, especially Joe, who has made this all come together. But back to the Leafies, we won't stand still. We've proved our concept, and next year, the Leafies will be back with more categories, more teas, and more winners. But today, it's all about celebrating this year's gold and highly commended winners. So I'm going to hand you over to Ottilie.
Thank you. Good afternoon and welcome to Fortnum's. Jennifer's asked me just to say a few words about Leafies and Fortnum's and the partnership between us. But before I do, I think just thank you and huge kudos to you, Jennifer, Joe and Jane for bringing these awards to life. It's been a phenomenal amount of work and it's been a great privilege to be part of it, so thank you. When Jennifer originally called and asked if Fortnum's would be interested in partnering in this endeavour, we were delighted to accept. If you've spent any time on the rare tea counter downstairs on the ground floor, you'll see that the ethos of the awards marries with our intent to showcase small producers. I was fortunate to spend some of last week tasting the entries with an esteemed group of judges, as Jennifer's just been through the rota, and from whom I learned a great deal. I have to say, it was eye-opening, some of the pua things that I didn't know about, and Asako's knowledge on Japanese tea is second to none. I certainly came across some unknowns, and hopefully some that we will be listing on the counter downstairs at some point. We tasted an amazing array of teas from all corners of the globe, and we're all so delighted for the opportunity to provide some really special producers with this platform to display their tea making skills. So thank you, Jane.
Thank you so much, Ottilie, and thank you to Jen, too, for the introduction. I'd like to say a very, very warm welcome to all of you, and also to thank you all so much for supporting us, UK Tea Academy, and this very new and important event. It is really very exciting, and we are so, so grateful. I'd like to also add my thanks to our wonderful judges, who are all very close friends, and we all are just absolutely thrilled to be involved in tasting these teas. It was quite a week last week. So thank you, judges, and also again to the brewing team. I cannot tell you how brilliant they were. I remember watching Rai at one point. He was preparing 3 teas at a time because poor Asako had COVID and so was in isolation in one of the rooms where we were tasting. And she was tasting lots of matcha teas. And so there was Rai whisking away and then bringing other teas onto the table for us to taste. 3 at a time is pretty good, Rai, I think. I think you did a brilliant job with wonderful help from Akko as well. So to move things on, I'm going to be your MC for the afternoon. I've got to keep things moving. We've got a lot to get through. So let's get this show rolling and over to the video. Okay, so before we actually start presenting the awards to the tea winners, we've got a little something to award to Rai and Akko, just to say a big, big thank you for all their hard work throughout the 5 days last week. It just was non-stop for them, and we are so grateful for their spectacularly efficient brewing. So Rai and Akko, would you like to come up? Come on, don't be embarrassed. You've got to come and receive your thank you so much. Thank you. Right. And this is for Echo. Echo, thank you so much for all your hard work. It's a real pleasure. Okay. Okay, so on to the actual awards now. So the first category is green steamed natural teas, not flavoured, just natural green steamed teas. And Asako will tell us about the winners.
So, first highly commended will go to Matsushita Tea Garden, and the tea is called Nukumori Sencha. And yeah, there's someone on behalf of Matsushita-san. Yeah, thank you. Congratulations. And there's a gold. So gold goes to Atelier Sueyoshi Seicha in Japan. And the tea is called Furusato no Hana Sae Midori. That means, I can translate it, Furusato no Hana is flower of the homeland. And then Sae Midori is the name of the cultivar in Japan. And a few words from them, so Jane will read it out.
So this is what the company would like you to hear. Oh, sorry, I need my microphone. Okay, so they said this. It's a wonderful and great honour for me and my family to receive the Gold Award, also for my family as we produce the teas together, and for our fellow tea farmers in the area. Honestly speaking, it feels like a dream. This Gold Award gives us confidence for what we've achieved in the past and also what we hope for in the future tea making. We would like to continue our efforts to make good tea with great care in every detail. I'd like to explain that we manage our tea garden, picking the leaves, blending the teas, and finishing the products all by ourselves. It's quite rare in the Japanese green tea world to produce and finish the tea products all in one place. That's the policy from my grandfather. Also, we always try to listen to our customers, making tea with an honest and humble mind. Maybe that's the thing that makes us special and enables us to reach this Gold Award. I'd like to thank all the judges and brewers at the UK Tea Academy and Mrs. Asako Stewart of the Tea Academy Japan, who translated a step-by-step guide on how to enter the competition in Japanese. Without that, many of us could not have entered our teas in the competition, and we really appreciate that. So thank you, Asako. And they just finished by saying, this award is not just for myself, but for all the people I make tea with. I'd like to make even better tea and send the charm of good Japanese tea to England and all over the world. So well done. That's a magnificent award for them to receive. Okay. This is the award that they will be receiving. And so, Asako, I'm going to give this to you. Thank you. There we go. You're not to run away with it, okay?
Okay. Do it together.
Thank you. Okay. So now on to the next category, which is green, panned or roasted natural green teas. And I'm going to present this. I hope I've got the right envelopes here. So we have 3 companies in highly commended. And the first one is Magok Tea Company for their tea called Tiny Green Temple. And we have a certificate to give to Pew, if she's here. Pew, come up this way. Oh, I'm so sorry. To just fill you in with this one, Pew is from Myanmar and has been working with Beverly to actually build a factory in her village and help her family, because your village are mostly your family, aren't they? And teaching them how to make really, really good quality teas that will sell in the West. not just in Myanmar itself. And it's an amazing achievement, and we're so proud to have her as one of us here in London. She's worked so hard, and Beverly as well, who has actually helped teach or actually really taught everybody how to make good quality green tea. So thank you both so much. It's just wonderful. And the next tea in the same highly commended section for these green pan or roasted teas is Het Zwijderblad in Holland. And their tea that got the highly commended is called Green Tea Season. And I believe we have the company here to come and receive. Yes, hi, come on up, Linda. Well done, thank you so much. We should have our photo taken. Thank you, take your photo. Okay, and the third one, this is really a big category. We've got a third highly commended for Wild Orchard Tea Company, and the tea that they entered and which one highly commended was called Early Spring. And we also have somebody from that company to actually receive the certificate. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Okay. And I also have a gold to announce in this section, and that is going to Kai Seicha N for their Yabukita 2022. And before I give the certificate, sorry, the award, I'd just like to read you what they say. I just need a drink, sorry. Okay, so this is what they said. We are very honoured that Pan-Fired Yabukita 2022 won the Gold Award at the Leafies 2022. Although pan-fired tea is a rare type of Japanese tea, we try our best to cultivate and produce this tea so that you can feel the panned aroma, refreshing taste and aftertaste of the tea. Encouraged by this award, we will work to further improve the quality of our tea and hope to promote the deliciousness of our aromatic pan-fired tea to the world. And they say thank you very much for the award. So we have the award to present to the company. Do we have somebody here who wants to come up and... No? Okay, so we'll put this...
Through the screen.
They're through the screen. Okay. They're watching. Okay. Right, so moving on. The next category is green, panned and roasted scented teas. And I'm also presenting this one. So I'm sorry you're hearing a lot from me today. The highly commended goes to the Wild Orchard Tea Company for their tea called Sunday Brunch. And again, we have a certificate to... Well done. Nice one there. Congratulations. Take a photo. Brilliant, thank you so much. Okay, and I'm afraid there were no golds in that category. So, right, moving on. The next category is matcha green tea, and I'm going to ask Asako to come and read out the winners and present the certificates, etc.
Okay. So there were very many lovely matcha, and then highly commended goes to Furukawa Seicha in Japan, and the tea again is cultivar, but the Asahi and Uji Hikari. Okay. So there's no one to. Okay. So there's a gold, and gold goes to Marukyu Koyama-en, and their tea is called Kiwami Choen. Okay. So there's a video from them. So.
本当に大変嬉しく感じております。今まで日本の品評会では、幾度か、賞をいただいていましたが、イギリスで私どものお茶の品質を認めていただいたこと、本当にこの上ない喜びでございます。 はい、そうですね。栽培ではですね、自然に育まれた、お茶の恵みを生かしてですね、例えば今まで続く伝統の、製法を守りつつ、例えば藁と、吉酢で、作ったポン酢の覆いであるとか、また手摘みの収穫であるとか、そういった先人の知恵を守りつつも製造、他には石臼で引くその引き方にもこだわりまして、喉越しの良い、味、香り、色合いの揃った、お茶作りを心がけております。そうですね。感謝を伝えたい人って本当にたくさんいまして、例えば、伝統を生み出して、また守り伝えてくださいました、先人、それと、今では機械積みで、収穫するのが大半になってますが、私どもではその手摘みを手で摘んで、収穫してくださる、茶摘みさん、手間をかけて製造してくれる、従業員、そして何よりも、長年我々のお茶を使い続けてくれる多くのお客様に感謝を申し上げたいと思っております。
Okay, thank you so much. The next category is yellow natural tea. And Julienne, you're going to come and present these, I think.
Yellow natural. We will have, it's a highly recommended natural yellow tea from Charnara Tea Garden, which is based in Germany. And they have been growing tea since 1999. So they've been highly recommended. Very surprising to have a yellow tea outside of China. And yeah, unfortunately not be here, but congratulations to them.
Thank you, Julian. There was no gold in that category, but that was an amazing commended. Okay, the next category is oolong from Formosa, or Taiwan, heavily oxidized teas. And we have Xiao Jin, you're going to come and tell everybody about the winners.
So in this category, there is no highly commended. However, there was a gold. And the gold goes to the Wang family tea for their Dongfang Meiren Cha. That means Oriental beauty. I believe there's an interview that will play.
As you have just found out, your tea has won a gold award at the first ever International Tea Academy Awards, the Leafies 2022. So how do you feel?
I feel very excited and grateful to win. Yeah, I'm very happy and proud.
What does this award mean for you and all of those who have helped to create your tea?
I'm always glad when tea from Taiwan is recognized internationally. This makes all of my family proud and very thankful of this opportunity.
Oh, that's lovely. And could you tell us what you think it is that makes this tea so special?
The production method are very careful and precise. We did it step by step to make sure to control everything from harvesting to processing to roasting. So this tea has very beautiful shape like butterfly and have fruity fragrance. So I think that is why this tea is so special.
Yeah. Wow, thank you. I think that really came through for the judges as well. And is there anything else that you'd like to add or anyone else you'd like to thank?
Yeah, I'm very thankful to have this opportunity to be here to presenting our family's tea. I want to say thank you to my family and the Leafies. And we hope more and more people can have a chance to try this tea.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we need Xiaojin back in a moment because the next category is oolongs from Formosa, this time lightly oxidized. So Xiaojin, over to you again.
So in this category, there was one highly commended, and it goes to For Fire International Company Limited for their High Mountain Oolong Tea.
That's the company name, but it's under Tea Project UK or Tea Project HD. Thank you. Thanks very much.
And for the gold in this category, it goes to the company Yonghao Tea Garden for their Spring Jade Oolong. Oh, would you like to speak?
I've got a note.
Oh, good.
I get nervous, so I have a note. So this is my family's spring lightly oxidized non-roasted oolong from Qilai Mountain in Taiwan. I'm really happy that it's recognized since it represents one of the signature flavors for Taiwanese oolong. Qilai Mountain is surrounded by natural forests. The mountain is lesser well-known in the tea market since it has very few producers. This harvest, my family experiment with using passion fruit yeast as fertilizer to add fruitiness in tea. I'm really proud of my family because they value the consistency of production methods and taste. In fact, every harvest we run laboratory tests to ensure the quality of the tea. My family is extremely happy about this award and will keep pushing to produce high quality. Thank you.
Thank you. And moving into the next category, which is oolong from other regions, and this time heavily oxidized. And we're going to ask Sam to come up and tell you about the recipients.
Lovely. So there was one highly commended in this category, and it was Setemwa Tea Estates for their number 316 called Dr. Hastings Whim, which I believe is named after the gentleman who created the cultivar. I don't think anybody from Setemwa is here, but if you're watching... Oh, you are here?
Yeah, wife asked me to take the...
Come on up. Hi, congratulations.
Right, thanks.
Thank you. You have to... No, we don't have a certificate.
Okay.
We didn't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, and I'm so sorry, there wasn't a gold award, so the highly commended is it?
Thank you, Sam. I believe you've been to Setemwa Tea Estate.
I have, a long time ago. They're doing amazing things now. So.
They make a lot of real speciality teas, whereas their bulk of their production is CTC tea, the tea bag type tea. But they've got a team of people who make these wonderful speciality teas. Right, so next category is black natural teas from China, Formosa, that's Taiwan, Vietnam, and Japan. And I need Asako and Xiaojin to come up and tell you about the winners.
So this was actually one of the most exciting categories we have tasted, and there are many highly commended. There are actually 4. So the first one is one family tea. That's a black tea, and yeah, I don't think there's anyone accepting. Okay. All right. And the second one, also highly commended, goes to Sakura no En in Japan, and Shizen Saibai Akane Benifuki. Don't ask me. Benifuki is the cultivar. That's the thing I know. So there's a okay. All right. Asako Dofei to receive the certificate. There you are.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And then two more to go. And the third one, the highly commended, goes to Iwanaga Tea Garden. And the tea name is Iwanaga Ichigo 2022 native variety. And I'm sure she's watching but not attending here. So I'll go to the fourth one. Okay, that's Kagoshima Horiguchi Seicha Wakoen. And that's the name of the company. And Kakuhori is the name of the tea. And then that's the black tea made from Benifuki cultivar. Okay, so congratulations, not standing, but. I need to do the first. Okay. And since there are so many wonderful teas, we have two golds in this category, very rare. But the first one, the gold award goes to Ochano Kajihara Benifuki 2022 second flush. And I've got a little few words from them. So you did that. Okay. I'm just so amazed by the news, and I didn't expect our tea would receive a gold award here. I now feel that I can have a confidence in the tea I make, and my way and effort to make good tea was not wrong. And I keep trying our best steadily in a way we always have been. Okay, so that's the words from them.
And the other gold in this category goes to Zhang San Wo, which is for their Highland Four Seasons black tea. And I believe they have a okay, thank you. Oh, congratulations.
Okay, thank you very much indeed. And the next category is black scented Chinese, Formosa, Vietnam and Japanese teas. And I've got the envelope here. So highly commended goes to, find the right bit of paper, highly commended goes to Kaneroku Matsumoto En for their tea, which is called Kaneroku Sakura. That's cherry blossom, smoked tea, so smoked over cherry wood. And we don't have anybody here to accept that, but if you're watching, congratulations. And we also have another highly commended, which is Wanokatia, their tea called Heroin, which is a little bit suspect. There is an E on the end. There's an E on the end, so we're okay. And again, we don't have anybody here, but if you're watching back in Japan, then thank you so much for making this wonderful tea. And we also have a gold in this category, and the gold goes to Gokase Midori Seicha for their tea called Hasaku no Hana Kaucha. Sorry, Asako, my pronunciation's not brilliant. Haneami. So we have a picture of the company here, and I don't think we have anybody to receive the gold, but it will be possibly. Oh, read the words. Yes, read the words. Okay. So I have two lots of words to read here. So first of all, the smoked tea. This says, I am Hiroki Matsumoto, a pioneer of smoked tea in Japan. I'm very happy and proud to have won the first Leafies Award. It is a pity that I cannot attend the award ceremony this time. I will be holding a small event in Paris on November 26th. If you are interested in my tea, please come and visit us. Very good marketing. He also says, I will continue to pursue fascinating tea making for all the tea fans around the world. I'd like to pay my respects to all the award-winning tea makers. Thank you very much to everyone at UK Tea Academy. So that was that one. And then for the gold, thank you for giving us the gold award for Hasaku no Hana Kocha Hanaemi this time. They make it quite difficult with such a long name. We carefully picked each Hasaku orange flower and blended them with Japanese black tea over the course of many days so that we perfumed the tea. Then we carefully hand-selected and separated the tea from the flowers. The fresh, floral, ripe scents from the flowers of Hasaku orange are mixed to create a rich fragrance and taste. We are so glad that people in the UK enjoy such Japanese-flavoured teas. I really appreciate this opportunity. So fantastic. Well done. If you're watching, congratulations. Okay. So we move on. Make sure I'm not skipping anything. The next category is black natural teas from Sri Lanka, India, and Nepal. No scenting, just natural black teas. And I'm going to ask Saranga to please come and tell us about the winners.
Well, this was one of the most difficult, I believe, difficult categories to judge. The judges had them tested 3 times, and and to decide on a winner. There were 3 highly commended teas, which are really, really close. And first would go to Robert Wilson Ceylon Tea, Niwithana Kanda BOP1. I believe there is no one attending to receive the award. And number 2 goes out to Kahawata Plantations PLC, FBOP from Hope Estate. And the third one, very close, highly recommended, I think Lumbini Valley Singhraj Wari Teas, and Chaminda and Udika are here.
Oh, it's okay. Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you.
And they jumped on a plane from Sri Lanka especially to be
Oh, sorry.
here. So thank you.
Would you like to say some words? Next one, okay. And the goal goes to PMD Ceylon Tea Merchants for Matakele Special Golden Curl. And Dhananjay is here to receive the award. There we go.
Thank you, Saranga. Thank you to everyone here at the Leafies. I know you've been tasting a lot of teas, 300, I think. Very taken aback to win this, and I'd like to thank everyone at Matakele Estate, the management team, and most importantly, the men and women who make up Matakele, because it's their work that we taste in every cup of tea, and we should always remember that as we sit down to enjoy a tea. So thank you very much.
So we're so very lucky to have these 2 chaps to support us in our work with Ceylon teas. It's quite difficult sometimes to get hold of the best Ceylon teas, and we've got people who make here. We've got people. Saranga is going to teach our Ceylon tea masterclass next year with a lot of help from Dan, and we're just so lucky to have you here. Thank you so much. So, right, next category is black scented teas from Sri Lanka, India, and Nepal. So, Saranga, would you like to come back? Tell us about that one.
Yeah, so only one highly commended tea, but it was a lovely tea from Brown's Plantation. Leadersdale Needle Tea, one of the very aromatic and flavorful teas. And but I do not believe that there is anyone to take the award, but very well done. Brown's Plantation.
Okay. So the next category is black natural teas from all other regions that we haven't already covered. And Sam, I'm going to ask you to come up and tell us about the winners.
So first of all, there were 2 highly commended in this category. The first is from Tea Hawaii and Company, Volcano Black Tea. So congratulations, Tea Hawaii. I don't think anybody from Tea Hawaii is here, but if you're watching us in the middle of the night, congratulations. And second highly commended in this category is Fleur de Lis Tea Company, LLC, for Big Easy Black Tea for the Soul. So congratulations to you in the USA, and I hope you're watching too. Many congratulations. And then finally, our gold winner for this category is Mogok Tea Company for their Black Ruby Tea.
Sorry. I would like to say thank you for organizing Leafy Tea Awards, and it's my pleasure and privilege to accept this award on behalf of our team. And in fact, we started this journey a few years ago with UKT Academy and the team at UKT Academy whom I learned from. And Jane Pettigrew is a tremendous inspiration with the great expectation that make us here who we are today. And also, I would like to thank Beverly for her patience and attention to details and having to teach Burmese in English. And also, all this hard work is from the people at the factory, having to learn everything from English, and their relentless hard work and not giving up. I thank everyone. I know they are watching online today, so thank you, everyone. We are very grateful for this opportunity, and this has made the past few years of deep adversity feel very uplifting and positive, and we are ready for our next harvest. So yes, team, we are ready. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you.
So that really is an amazing achievement. And Beverly, thank you very much for being here as well. 6 weeks. They went over on a couple of recce trips and built a factory in 6 weeks and started teaching people how to make teas, which are now receiving awards. It's quite extraordinary. And Pew does so much for her community with the war and all the problems that your community have faced. It's really heartwarming. You're so generous and so wonderful. And thank you so much for being here today. Okay. Right, so the next one is breakfast blends, good standard breakfast blends. Now we have Saranga to talk about these. So Saranga, welcome back to the microphone.
Yes, the breakfast, very important breakfast blend. And it goes to none other than Lumbini Tea Valley, Ceylon.
Hi guys, great to be here in London. we came day before yesterday. So I must thank the whole organizers who did this and the judges. I know I saw some pictures how dedicated they were. And firstly, I think I must thank my father and mother for creating me and the Lumbini Tea Valley both. So I'm in the Tea Valley they created. And so it's a great thing to be in the valley and my team back there. And especially I should mention the small farmers, about 1,400 small farmers who supply the leaf to me, good quality leaf. Without them, I couldn't do this. So I'm really grateful to all of them for supporting me on this. And I think everybody back in Sri Lanka, they will be really happy. And I must tell you all, this is the 10th award. I got this for breakfast tea, but first in England. So first ever award in England I got, so we are really happy. And I must thank always my colleague, Harris. He's always with me, and we do work together. So we create all these teas together, and hopefully we can do better in next year and create some different teas to all of you all to taste. And I think these competitions give us a lot and give us real encouragements to as producers, because when we get these encouragements, we feel like to work more and make really good teas. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, both of you. It's so lovely to have you here. Thank you for travelling. Right, the next category is dark teas. Those are the fermented teas, including pu'er, both cooked and we'll talk about raw in just a moment. So Juyen, we're going to need you up here to talk about the highly commended in this category. Thank you.
Dark teas. So we have, not sure anybody knows about dark teas. We don't have many of the people submit, but dark tea is a very interesting tea. We literally have to done quite a bit of work for criteria. So when we actually tasting the teas, so we did it very properly. We have one is highly commended. It's from Flavors of Tea, 2022 EU Mountain Asian Tea Tree, Sun Pu'er tea, also known as a raw pu'er.
Okay, thank you very much, Juyen. We need you back. Sorry, up and down. So we've now got the dark teas, including pu'er, under 5 years old. Is that right?
Oh.
Or you done the wrong way round?
Yeah, so we got cooked. We got the cooked pu'er tea.
You got the cooked.
Earlier is a sun pu'er, under 5 years old.
Okay, I'll leave you to
Sorry.
explain that.
Missed over 2 cards. So this one's for dark tea, including pu'er tea, cooked pu'er. We have 2 highly commended. The first one is Flavors of Tea again, which is a tea is called 2020 Cloud Su Pu'er, also means cooked pu'er. And the second one is from Bloom and Brew, Classic Ripe Pu'er. They're not attending right. The flavors do. Thank you. So there's this again. For second time.
Thank you, Julian. Okay. So now we're actually going into wellness blends. And we have Ottilie, who's going to tell you about those. We've got some interesting news.
This is a really difficult category to nail, and we are going straight for gold here, and we're going to El Salvador for a company called La Firoa, and their blend is Hola Amor. So congratulations.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much. My name is Pamela, and I am here representing today Marcela and her team La Firoa. It is a great pleasure and honor for me to be representing the smallest country in Latin America, El Salvador. She has few words she wanted me to read. So first of all, she wanted to say, of course, that this award means for her the world. It is very important for her because my country, El Salvador, is recognized for our coffee production. And it has been a great challenge looking for the best ingredients and working with farmers, and the drying process has been just very challenging, of course. And this award means open the door, my company, La Firoa, in other countries. And it means growth for our rural communities and improve their living conditions. And then finally, she would like to thank God for the passion that she has for being born in a tropical land, and for my family's unconditional support, to my team, and of course to the farmers. They do everything with love and excellence. I would also like to thank my friends who have supported us and believed in us. And of course, to our customers who have believed in tea in a world full of coffee. Thanks to the Leafies UK Tea Academy, this award is very important to our life and growth at La Firoa. Dreams do come true. Marcela, congratulations. Thank you very much.
Lovely. So now the next category is for cold brew and ready-to-drink teas. And Juyen, we need you, please, to tell us about the award.
This is actually very exciting. The cold brew we all enjoyed very much after many days of hot tea drinking. And so we have one highly commended tea. We have two, sorry. Same company, but we have two different flavors. So both from Eastern Forged. The one's called Australian Black Tea and Yuzu Cold Brew Natural Tea. And the second one is White Tea and Calamansi Cold Brew Natural Tea. Calamansi. Both are very refreshing, actually. We have a few words from them. Both are very young, entrepreneur. I think we might see them in the market soon. We, Kim and Tanya, are delighted to receive this recognition. When we started this journey, we had hoped to create a tea beverage that celebrated the skills of the farmer and the land of the origin and the lifestyle of the modern tea drinker, which they definitely did, and it was so refreshing and still have got lots of tea taste. So it was really, really pleased to see something in the market, which we see a lot of, some ready-made teas always stuffed with a lot of sweet and artificial flavor, which this one we really feel so refreshing. So it's well deserved. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jian. And moving on to our last category in this section of the awards, and that is for house blends. And we just have one. Here we go. One highly commended, and it is Wild Orchard for their Sunday brunch blend. And I think we have somebody here to collect the certificate. So 3 certificates in one day. That's really good. Well done again. It's fantastic. Just get the official photograph. Thank you. And so now, now we come to our very special awards for 6 different categories. And the first one is the award for Gaia. And this should come up on the screen. Okay, so the definition is for farm, estate or garden demonstrating outstanding environmental stewardship. And the winner for this is Eva Lee of Tea Hawaii and Company on the Big Island in Hawaii, where I've been a couple of times, and they are doing an amazing job. And it's 3:30 in the morning or thereabouts with people on the Big Island right now. But Eva did tell me that she might be up and watching. So if you are Eva with Chu, your husband, and other local people and neighbours, etc., we hope very much you're able to see this. And this will be sent to you. And interestingly, we have a very nice connection here. Sorry, I'm moving on to the wrong, my brain's whizzing forward. So this will be sent out to Eva, and we have a video to play.
So Eva, you've just learned that you've won the Gaia Award for Outstanding Environmental Stewardship at the first ever International Tea Academy Awards, the Leafies 2022. How do you feel?
Feel very, very happy to be a part of the beginning of these awards that are being presented this year. It is humbling and it is so appreciative to be a participant in that way, and to be able to have our farm and what we do showcased and shared with many that are going to be viewing and experiencing the awards and the programs that you folks do.
Wonderful, thank you. What does this award mean to you and the people you work with?
Well, it has a significant meaning in the fact that the environment of where we are and the people that we work with, that all seem to be aligned with the interests and the focus in our environment integrated with tea. So it's very meaningful in that sense that we are able to be participating with our forests, our native forests, and having the relationship of the tea plants, the Camellia sinensis teas, joined in a forest that is existing, and the relationship that those two have, the Camellia sinensis and the native forest. And with that relationship, it has just expanded and strengthened the interests of how we might be able to participate in this planet, of our tea growing, production, and preservation and conservation of native forests here in Hawaii.
Wonderful, thank you. That's really great. And is there anything else or anyone else you'd like to mention or thank?
Well, I think that it's really important that it has been a partnership for over 20 years as far as the tea goes. And that is with my husband and lifelong partner, Chu Leong, and myself, that realized that when tea agriculturally was introduced to us over 20 years ago now, that we realized that we wanted to be a part of our place and include the tea, get back into the forest, and take something that not only has been of cultural significance to us, but also is of great interest and appreciation in what the plant provides to us nutritionally, and to be able to be part of that path that is from growing to processing to experiencing on an everyday level with the environment and the climate around us. I mean, every day when we are able to go out into the forest and stroll along and be able to see the relationship amongst all of the creatures, the birds, the plants, and the climate, and how it all nurtures us. And so that when we're able to have an opportunity to feel nurtured, we are most appreciative to be able to share that with many others from around the world.
Sorry, Asako, bump you off. So pioneers. So the definition of this award is for an exciting new garden, region or producer demonstrating imagination and innovation in tea cultivation and or manufacture. And our winner of this next award is an embodiment of this definition. She took over her parents' fruit farm in Wales 20 years ago and started slightly madly planting tea. She does everything single-handed, from propagation, weeding, plucking, processing, marketing. She's even put in a bottling line. She's making kombucha, which she's blending the teas and the fruits that she's growing. So it gives me great pleasure. Congratulations to the one-woman wonder that is Lucy George from Peterston.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm twitching slightly. I'm not on the farm doing what I should be doing, and being torn away for a day. No, just to say thank you very much. It's great to be recognised. Growing tea in Wales, I think you've got to be probably slightly bonkers and pioneering, I guess, to start with. So, yeah, thank you very much. Okay.
That is such an achievement, and thank you, Ottilie, for presenting that and telling everybody what Lucy actually does. It's quite incredible. It's not the most easy place to grow tea. So well done, Lucy. Okay, our next award is the Maverick Award, and Asako, we're going to ask you to present this one.
So Maverick Awards goes to the bold, brave creativity producers and developing successful experimental teas that don't fall neatly into any category. Okay, so this goes to Iwanaga Tea Garden in Japan. And I can talk a little bit about her. It's a bit like Lucy, who just got a Pioneer Award. She is 50-something, and she's tiny, smaller than me. And that lady makes absolutely everything, all the teas. I mean, you know, just like Lucy does, weeding and then plucking. For plucking, she has a seasonal pluckers. But other than that, she still uses 60 years old machine with help of her over 80 years old mother, and that's it. She makes absolutely everything, and then it's all organic, and then you can imagine how hard it could be. So she makes everything in very small batches, but instead she has inherited nice natural varieties in the area, and then she uses all those little bushes. So some of them, at the youngest, 60 years old bush, and then some of them are actually, many of them are more than over 100 years old. So that's utterly unique. And unfortunately, she can't watch because she doesn't have a Wi-Fi in her garden. Okay, she couldn't enroll anything, but I mean, she said she can't really go online. She doesn't have a PC. You see, but I really wanted to push her, so I'm really glad that she sent her teas in the end. And yeah, so there's a video from her, and fingers crossed this time this has been edited. Okay, but when it goes to, oh yes, yeah, sorry. I hope she can watch the video later when it goes to YouTube, and then by then I hope that's okay. That's been sorted. So it goes to Iwanaga. Yay.
なんかこう頑張ってきたことが評価していただいて本当に良かったなって心から思っています。はい。まあ私が住んでる三原っていうところはなんか昔から美味しい釜入り茶の産地として知られているところだったんですけど、で私が小さい頃もたくさんの茶農家さんがいらっしゃいましたっけが。今お茶の価格が下がったことや お茶では食べていけないで、後継者がいないことなので、皆さんお茶をやめていかれるんですね。で、今は私の地区では私一人お茶を作ってます。でも、美味しいものを作ればきちんと評価をいただけるだと、これがこれから農業にない若い方たちにも伝わればいいなと思っております。ですね。うちの父がすごく在来種、品種のリーフではなく、在来種ってもともとその土地に生えてる茶の木をすごく大事にしていて、でうちはもう半分以上がその在来種の茶の木を残しています。やっぱり在来種っていうのはその土地の気候や風土に合っていて、寒さや病害虫にも強くて、なんかすごく力強さを持っていると思っています。で、うちの茶の木は新しいもので60年ぐらい経っており、古いのはもう100年以上経っております。で、お茶を揉む機械とかも60年以上前の古い小さな機械を使って少しずつ丁寧に作っていることが、そのお茶の木や機械に私の愛着というか愛情が伝わっているのかなと。で、15年前に、14年間連れ添った主人を病気で亡くしまして、それからちょっとやっぱり実家のお茶を手伝本格的に手伝えるようになったんですけど、そうやって過ごしてるうちに、やっぱり父もどんどん年を取っていくので、私の仕事がすごく増えていって、なんかお茶にすごく関わる頻度が高くなっていったんですね。で、そんな中、ある日飲んだティーパックの紅茶があんまり美味しくなく感じてしまって、でもパッケージを見るとインドとかスリランカっていう表示だけで、誰の手を通して自分のところにこのお茶が届いてるかっていうのが全然見えてこなくて、ちょっと不安を覚えたのがきっかけで、ちょっと父にうちの茶葉で紅茶を作りたいんだけどって相談してみたら、父は作るのは良いけど、作るんだったらちゃんとしなさいと、中途半端にはするなと言ってくれました。で、その言葉が本当父からその言葉をもらったので、一生懸命頑張れたというのがあったので、本当その言葉をくれた父にはとても感謝してます。で、紅茶を作り始めて2年目の秋に父が、他界しまして、それは昨日が命日だったんですけど、他界しまして、急だったのもあってお茶作りをやめようかとも思ったんですけども、その時にやっぱり釜入り茶の生産者の方たち、先輩方がすごく力を貸してくださって、なんとかお茶を続けることができてます。で、その釜入り茶の生産者の先輩方がやっぱり紅茶を作ってらっしゃる方がいらっしゃって、何人か。で、その方たちが私も紅茶をするんだったらっていうことで、勉強会とか研修会に誘ってくださってて、そこで本当に技術を教えていただけたのが本当にすごく今の紅茶を作る技術の元になってますので、本当にそれもすごく先輩方には感謝してます。それと初めのうちはもう緑茶はずっとやってたのでなんとなくわかるんですけど、紅茶はわかんなくって、この味が美味しいとかこの香りがいいっていうのがわからなかった時に、本当紅茶の専門店の方とかお茶の先生たちがすごくテイスティングとかをすごいたくさん手伝っていただいて、 でもいろいろ評価をしていただいたことが本当に今となってはすごく勉強になったっていうか、役に立ったこともすごく感謝してますし、あとはもう何よりうちのお茶が美味しいって言ってくださってるお客様がいらっしゃるので、本当に頑張れたと思っております。今回の受賞に関しては、本当にイギリスに茶葉を送ってくださったり、手続きをしていただいたティーフォルクスのネギさんはじめ、あとは私の考えや取り組みに心を動かしていただいた朝子先生や、本当にイギリスのスタッフというか先生方に本当にのおかげだと思ってますので、本当にありがとうございました。本当この11年間紅茶作りを始めて11年経つんですけど、私の紅茶作りに関わってくださった皆様に本当この場を借りてお礼を言いたいと思ってます。本当にありがとうございました。
You could see the little picture, little photograph of her father at her back. Yes, because that was the day when her father died, and then that was 11 years ago, she said. Anyway, she has received the news about the award on the day of her father's death, so she was very, very moved. Okay.
Thank you. So the next category in our special awards is the Tea for Life Award, and Beverly, would you like to come up and present this? Yes. It's this one.
I would be delighted to present this award. Thank you very much.
Very, very happy to have you here.
Thank you. So, Tea for Life Award. I am absolutely delighted and very happy to present this award to a very deserving tea maker and tea pioneer, also, Phu Phu Tway and Morocco tea. Well done. Well done. There you go. And I'd also like to say, when I first met Phu, we travelled together around Sri Lanka, and I showed her small-scale production, large-scale production, and at the time, she liked her designer handbags, perfect nails, and we sat sketching a tea factory together, the designs of it. I thought, no way. This woman's completely crazy. 3 months later, she built a factory. Well done. Well done. Oh, sorry.
Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you. I'm going to take a little long this time to thank my mother, who is watching online, by the way. Thank you for her to making me get into helping her relative. So, and as you will see later in our logo, you will see a big tree with a lot of birds. It's my mother always telling me to become the big tree that shelter thousands of birds, 10,000 birds. That's the saying in Burmese, to become that person. But came into West End, I forgot all the teaching and having all my fake nail and long lashes and heels, and I'm currently running my own practice. I'm a chartered accountant myself. So I forgot all that, and then later in life, I realized that my existence, the teaching given from my parents, I need to make good of all the opportunity I have here. The opportunity that my friends, my school friends, my childhood friends, and any of my siblings don't have. And to give them, and also with all this issue with work and migrant to a better country is not a solution. the solution need to be sorted there and then to give them a skill to make their own, to learn how to survive, to be sufficient instead of waiting for handout, which was the old age way of looking after a family. And I'm breaking that rules to give them the opportunity to learn. And of course, with this smaller scale, I am feeling I have made this job creation from the village until it gets to, the product get to the shelf here. Throughout the supply chain, everyone is learning. And from there, as an accountant, I realized that that's the entrepreneur, the people who make, that give us the job that I have now as an accountant. So I'm very happy and humble to be here. And my niece, my cousins, all the people in the village are watching today. And they look at me as an inspiration. But today, I am only employing 12 and giving them the hope and opportunity. But I am sure that those watching, my niece and nephews, they will make it better than me and bigger and better than me. So let's change something from the village to town. We can't change the world. We can change what is around us. And most of all, getting into tea make me a better person, a human with heart, waking up every morning knowing that those people relying on me are working hard and learning and developing skill, and they will become a better person the next day and better than me. That make me a happiness and the achievement much more than I could ever hope for being anything else. And if I have to choose anything, any time of the day, I would still choose to make tea. And finally, the tea is just not giving me, allow me to help people. It gives me a new family, an extended family, I would say, with Tea Academy and everyone. Along the way, I've only started my journey. I have actually made family in here. Even though I'm far away from my home, I don't feel like I'm away. I'm with my family here and friends, making new friends. And this is the start of journey. So I can imagine in 20 years' time from now, or when I grow old, I can look back and look at this journey and say, I have actually lived. So, yeah, tea. Thank you.
Pew always makes me cry. Always. She's just amazing. And Beverly too, thank you so much for being there for Pew and for helping the village make really good tea. Beverly has an amazing skill for making wonderful quality teas. And this Myanmar project has just been absolutely outstanding. We're all so thrilled. So well done, Pew. Fantastic. Okay, we have another category now. It's the Best in Show category, and Asako is going to explain that one. Not on my list. I've got Best in Show. Do you want me to switch it round? Okay.
Best in show is obviously the best in show. So we have tasted so many teas, like nearly 300. Sometimes I was in a separate room, but anyway, we all thought, okay, this is the one, and we all agreed beautifully that was good. We didn't need to argue or anything, and that goes to Kajihara Tea Garden, the one who who won the gold in his category, and he runs the small family farm, and he's a leading figure in making black tea in Japan, we are the green tea producing nation and we drink a lot of green tea, but he had this passion about black tea for a long time. And there are so many new generations inspired by him and then taught by him. But he had suffered from the extreme rainfall 2 years ago. Yes, 2 years ago. And then his hilly farms had a landslide, and then it was quite devastating, and we all worried. But he came back even stronger, and I'm so happy for him that he got this Best in Show award. And there's a few words from him on the video.
まあ、一番はもうびっくりしています。もう自分のお茶がまさかそんなね、世界中から集められたコンテストの中で、金賞をもらった上に、その中で、まあ、トップクラスのお茶ということで認めていただいたということで、非常に嬉しいですし、もう何よりもとにかく自分が一番びっくりしています。そうですね、賞をいただいて、まず思ったのは、私自身がこれ大きな自信がついたなっていうこと。まあ、作り方が間違っていなかったのかなって。これで言っていいんだなっていうのを改めて思いました。それから、まあ、日本でも各地で今は紅茶って盛んに作られていますけれども、もちろん私より美味しいお茶作っている人たくさんいますし、そしてまず私の紅茶がそういうことに認められたっていうことで、他の生産者も日本の紅茶っていうものが世界に通用するものなんだっていうことを認識していただければですね、これから先またみんなの励みになっていくんじゃないかなって思っています。朝子先生ご存知のように、うちはすごい偏僻な山の中にあって、自然環境には非常に恵まれていますね。で、まあ、空気も水もきれいだし、実際農薬も使っていない。肥料も有機肥料のみ。極力それも控えているっていうことで、一番はもうそれがああいうクリアなお茶になっていくのかなって思いますけれども、そうだな。収量もすごく少なくて、一度にたくさん作れないから、たくさん作れないから、作ることに関して非常に手をかけられるっていうのもあると思います。一つは大量生産ができないからこそ手をかけていいお茶を作るっていうことに一つ心がけています。そういうことかな。一番はやっぱり家族かなって思います。家内や息子も一緒にやっていますけども、そのサポートはもちろんですし、実は私日本で何名か一緒に紅茶作りを勉強している仲間がいまして、彼らとのいいライバル意識、その中でやっぱりみんな一生懸命やってるんで、彼らにも伝えたいし、そして今回出展するにあたって、東京ティーブレンダーズの根岸さんという方が日本の、生産者の数名の方のを取りまとめて、送ってくださいました。まあ、英語にも堪能な方なんで、文章もこっちから日本語で送って訳していただいて送っていただいたわけですけれども、そういう方がおられてスムーズに出展できたっていうのも本当にありがたいと思っています。もうすべての人に感謝したいです。
I didn't read So anyway, for him, if he's watching, it's like right in the middle of the night, but hopefully he's seeing it.
Thank you so much, Asako. So the last award in this afternoon's award ceremony is the Lifetime Achievement Award. And this goes to a great friend of mine, somebody in the tea world that a lot of people know, Ottilie knows. He pops up all over the place. He is Indy Khanna, and he works down in the south of India. He has a small factory, a very unusual, architect-designed, beautiful factory, totally different colour, shape. Everything is different from a traditional tea factory. And his idea is now to produce specialty teas of high quality with an all-female team running the factory. His daughter Muskan is in charge of the actual factory, but it was Indy's idea to set it up. And Indy, I think I've probably known Indy for about 20 years or more. And he pops up all over the place whenever people need help and guidance and some new ideas. He's always thinking outside the box and hoping through his life journey to make tea more available, to make tea better, to make new types of tea. And so it really is a lifetime award. Whenever I've come across him, he's been in a different part of India, possibly elsewhere in the world as well, actually helping people improve what they're doing or set up a new tea making activity. He popped up in Kangra, which is north of Delhi, up in the Himalayas there, where the area was once a very important tea making area, but the bushes were abandoned. There was a huge earthquake back at the beginning of the 20th century. The bushes were abandoned. He got involved in helping farmers to refurbish those plants and make really good tea, and that is flourishing now and getting better all the time. He pops up in Darjeeling from time to time, where he actually goes up and sees his friends, helps people, talks about tea, decides what direction they should all be going in. And his latest venture, the tea studio in the Nilgiri Hills in the south, has been absolutely amazing to watch grow. I've been there a couple of times, and what he's doing with small machinery imported from China, making teas that actually are similar to teas that come out of China and elsewhere. They are high standard, and the fact that he's given all the responsibility to women is quite remarkable in India. It's not usual to find women in positions of management and accountancy and all the more superior jobs. And more we're getting women into those positions, and it's very, very encouraging. And we have Indy's sister here, Shelley. Thank you so much for coming in her beautiful sari. And she's come along to accept the award. But we have another interesting coincidence, because sitting next to Shelley is Tanya Rutini, one of our students, who has she's following us avidly. Whatever we do, she's there online following our classes. And she happens to be going down at the end of this week to see Indy in his factory in southern India. And so she can actually take the award with her and give it to Indy herself, which is wonderful. So Shelley, would you like to come up and receive this? It's heavy. I hope I don't drop it. And I think they're probably watching. Yes, they are. So, Indy, well done. We're very, very proud for you.
Very well done, Indy.
So we'll give you in a box this to give to Tanya,
Yes, I'll give it to
who will play up Mr. Postman and take it down with her to Indy's
I was
factory.
there last month, in fact.
Would you like to speak?
I just was saying, I was there last month and I visited his factory. It's quite innovative, and I was quite impressed to see all the women working there. So he's empowering women in India, which I'm very proud about. And well done to my brother.
So this is the final little video just coming up with me talking to Indy the other day.
Indy, you've just been told that you've won the Lifetime Achievement Award at the first ever International Tea Academy Awards, the Leafies 2022. How do you feel?
In one word, Jane, gobsmacked. I couldn't believe it when I got that mail from you. And I was wondering how and why. But well, all I can say is I'm humbled and I'm obviously very thrilled.
What does the award mean to you and the people you have worked with and you work with today?
Well, I guess it all boils down to the fact that people recognize that what we're doing is right. As to what it means to the people around me, it means that yes, we need to improve our quality and do things which are different. So yes, it does mean a lot. It gives us direction, let's put it this way.
That's really good. Thank you. And is there anything else you'd like to add or anyone else you'd like to mention or thank?
There is no way that I would not be able to, or would have been able to do what I've done without the help of Muskan, my daughter. So yes, she needs, actually, she's the one who should be getting this award. She's young, but yes, she's actually treading a new path. Is that the word I'm looking for? Yeah, well, she is. So yes, I would like to thank her, and I'd like to thank all the people who recognize the fact that the tea studio is doing something which is revolutionary in tea. Thank you, everyone.
And I'm so sorry, but that's the end of our awards for this year. Put a date in your diary for next year because it will be bigger and better and more interesting teas coming over for us to judge. So thank you all for being here. It's been really special. We're very grateful for you for giving us your time, your support. Thank you to the judges for doing an amazing job last week, for working with us, for helping us, all with your own specialities. We all have our weak spots. We can't all know about every single tea in the world, but we have such an amazing team, and thank you so much for your time. And thank you to Jen and to Joe, who have literally put this together in such a short space of time. Not too many hitches today, just a few technical difficulties. But thank you, Joe. You've been amazing holding everything together. So, and Jennifer, would you like to say a last couple of words just to say thank you? And what's coming next?
Yes, okay, next today is food and wine, cocktails, non-alcoholic cocktails as well. And just the thanks have been said many times to everyone. And that's what I want to say as well. It comes from the producers, the farmers, the makers, and everyone in between, getting the teas to the customers and hoping that people are just going to drink better, more interesting tea and pay a decent price for it. So thank you all very, very much and look forward to many more of these. Thanks.